Hey guys, we're just waiting on Jay before we get started. Oh, there he is.
G'day, how you going?
Hi, how are you?
You looking well?
Thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Interesting twin flame talk today. It will be because my twin flame decided to ring me yesterday.
She what, sorry?
She rang me yesterday, like nothing,
Oh,
I'm laughing me out because I know where I'm at with all this stuff now. My God, I'm sitting there going, you
little
are the
Easter
biggest,
surprise
you are
for
the
you
best
there.
block, you're the best blocker of all time. You look well. You've had a good time at in
Yeah, my
Vegas.
voice is back today, so I didn't talk at all
Yeah,
yesterday just to make sure that I could do this live. So yeah,
that's
I'm
cool.
pretty excited. Like for me, I get laryngitis on every vacation. I just the music starts, I'm screaming, talking, it's gone. No more voice.
Make a lot of friends over there. Makes it
Oh,
makes a
so
good.
much fun. I mean, the memories will be life lasting. So it was really, really good.
Awesome. So just quickly before are we live now? Are we? We are live now. We better start. Sorry, we're having a bit of a chat. How you going, guys out there? Welcome to we're going to call ourselves Earth Warrior, Earth Angel podcast TikTok live. We're talking all things twin flame, and my lovely co-host Jackie. How are you going?
Hi, yeah, great. I'm great today. Actually, I feel really revitalized. So, for those of you guys who don't know, my name is Jackie. I'm an Akashic Record reader and energy healer. And I had met Jay not too long back, and we kind of have a very similar story, similar upbringing, a lot of similar energy. So once we kind of got into this in-depth stuff about our twin flames, we realized that if we're going through it, other people are going through it. So it was really important for us to kind of bring this live and get other people and other questions from the collective. So that's kind of where we're at. This is episode 2.
Absolutely. Well, my name's Jay. I'm from Australia. I'm a spiritual healer, I guess, in a lot of ways. Been doing massage, myotherapy, and healing for 27 years, and then slowly moving into the energy healing side of things. Also have a podcast with my team in Life Theories, which I just got off, would you believe? So we talk all things spirituality and our spiritual growth, spiritual awakening. So you can go there. I think a couple are really jumping on. But we're talking twin flames today. We're basically gone through it. You probably heard a little bit before we went on. You had a question. I think you got a question there, Jackie, from one of our viewers.
So we do want to get into some of the questions that we were left with from the audience from our last discussion.
I've got 3 as well. So I got 4 actually from our last session, but we'll go with yours first.
Well, actually, my question was more for the collective. I really want to know what was the biggest thing or the most difficult challenge that our audience members dealt with their twin flame journey. So I'm not sure. We got about 10 people. So does anybody want to comment on something that they noticed as the biggest challenge or obstacle that faced them within their journny?
Absolutely.
And if not, then we'll just pop into the other questions, I guess. Or
that's exactly right. Yeah, that's okay. I was going to say, everyone has their opinions on what they're going through, but everyone's going through it differently in some ways. And the other thing is, which we've put up, is the big thing that Jackie and I found out is understanding what the actual twin flame journey was all about and the feelings that you're going through. Because a lot of things go, am I doing this? What's going on? Actually, the couple of questions that we got could answer that. So have you got any questions before we start? Thanks a lot for joining us. And happy Easter. Is it Ralph? Yeah, happy Easter. Thank you very much. It's Easter Monday over here in Australia, down under.
Yeah, we're still on Easter Sunday in the afternoon in Western Canada.
Fantastic. So, okay, if we got any questions, otherwise I'll get to the ones that were sent to us, which was really good. Okay, welcome to all of you. So, okay, so if you are going through a twin flame, just quickly, it's basically, from my understanding, as I said, this is all coming down, it's basically 2 souls coming together. Okay, you find your other part, you find your other half, okay, and you have this weird feeling that you know each other because you are connected by the soul. That's as I said, that's my understanding of it. As I said, we're all coming into it very, very new, but it does trigger a lot of stuff that happens within your psyche, within your spirit, and it drives you crazy and everything else. But going on, one of our viewers sent me a question, said, and this is the question, Jackie, I'll send it to you and our viewers. If you want to chime in, jump in and send your messages. The question was, thanks a lot for your podcast, guys. Really enjoyed it last week, so thank you very much. I won't read out the names of some. I'm not sure about how it all works, but we can. That's all right. But anyway, I went crazy with this twin flame energy. It took over my life. Is that normal? So that's basically went crazy. So So Jackie, I'll put that on to you first.
My experience, 100% normal. Like I felt like it was such a strong connection that I was willing to give up anything and everyone to be part of whatever that magical energy was when we first met. Like, it was so strong. Nobody even was around. Like, I mean, it didn't matter if we were in a room full of 1,000 people. He was always the only one there. Like, it was so unlike any other connection that I had ever experienced. And this is even before I knew anything about twin flames I just knew I knew you in a past life. Like, on some level, that was already embedded. So yeah, 100%. If you're not going crazy, probably not in a twin flame union.
That's exactly right. So from my experience with that one, yes, I went mad. Especially, I think the big thing with my one, and I think a lot of people will understand this, is you have this funny sense of knowing. And the funny sense of knowing is understand that you can't explain it, but you can feel them. And you go, hang on. And especially, as I said, we don't want to go too much into our personal ones, but I've had people say they can pick up people when they lie.
Yeah.
So you become an anti or a lie detector in some ways. So, and that's what I think the other thing with regards to my situation was being the lie detector and knowing the situation that I was in. It made it hard because you got someone that you walk in as I said, I'm the feminine energy in my one, knowing that I put my heart on the line, and when they say the sky is blue and the grass is green, you believe it. But when they actually say no, the grass is now brown, if you get where I'm going, they're basically, you can pick up the lies or they're not telling you the full truth. Yeah. But I don't think they really realize that. And that's what drives you crazy. And that's what sort of drove me to a point where I was going mad looking for answers. So,
yeah, and that's like one of those things where people are like, what's wrong? And they're like, nothing. And you're like, okay, what's wrong? Nothing. And something's wrong. And you're like, you can't even like let go of it because the energy has shifted. You feel that shift. So you can't lie. Maybe you don't know something's wrong, but I do. So
absolutely.
Like, what is it? Yeah.
Yes. And the thing is I think it comes to I wouldn't say love and hate or anything, but you go to a point of absolute deep love for this person. You can see within their soul, and that's how I knew about my twin flame. And I acted subconsciously when I did. I've never done that. It was basically, hang on, what am I doing? And I go, hang on. Now I look back on it, I totally acted with no ego and went with my heart. And I still did. But then, life came in and you just sort of went from there. But the thing was also, something is wrong. You have this deep inner knowing. And it's not a case of being paranoid or anything. Definitely not paranoid. It was definitely the case of the fact of the matter that I picked something up was wrong. And, they could say, no, it's not. But it was. In saying that, just to finish up with, your twin flame will teach you your deepest lessons. You'll see a mirror. They always say they're a mirror image of you, or you want something in them that you want. Sorry, I should rephrase that. You can see what you want to be in them, and they can see what they want to be in you. And I saw
usually
that.
Your most prominent qualities are the qualities that are lacking in your partner. So in my case, it was confidence, strength, security. in his embodiment, and for myself, it's kindness, compassion, that nurturing type of energy where we were, polar opposites in that. But yeah, my partner embodied the qualities that I really needed to have in my life. And that was so attractive.
Do you think you got that now in your situation, Jack? Because
I do. Yeah, and it's taken some work, especially since there was the separation period, to really kind of step into that energy, because I hadn't been tested on those things. So as these little things in my life started to pop up, and I had to say, speak up for myself, and I did it, and I was like, oh my God, I did that all by myself. I'm like, I told that person, no, I'm not buying whatever you're selling, and I didn't shy away from it. It was very, I don't know, it definitely gave me a boost to my self-confidence, knowing that, I did learn a lot of the lessons that I needed to through the relationship, as hard as it was.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously we just met, so it'd be very interesting to see the change in you going through your journey. You obviously, if you don't mind me saying, you were married to your twin flame, and you're now, obviously having the separation period. Whereas in my situation, I only met mine 6 months ago, thereabouts, and really had that. And it was the roller coaster of all roller coasters. But it'd be interesting to see how you were within the relationship when you separated now, because I can see how strong you are now. You've actually learned a lot, and I'm learning a lot from yourself. Obviously, this is why we've connected on the way we are.
Yeah.
I've grown with where I am. It's only been the past week or two that I've actually grown a lot more, because I've actually understood that mine was a twin flame, and my soul family, Diana, Sarah, Cortez, big shout out to you guys who were there for me. You feel that once you find that answer, you can move on.
Yeah.
To a point, but then they still keep coming back like a...
Well, of course they will, because as soon as they start to feel you as much as you feel them, they might not have that full awareness of it. But as soon as they feel like you might be pulling further away, they're going to pop their head back in and be like, hello, don't forget about me. I'm still here. And then all of a sudden that energy is like reignited, and now you have those thought forms being sent to them. Now, what are they doing? You can't just leave them alone.
They can't work it out. They think that they're working on a subconscious level, that they're subconscious. That's the easiest way to describe it. So the question was, did I go crazy? Absolutely. Looking for answers.
Are you going crazy now?
Absolutely. We're going crazy now. And look, I think the thing was finding answers. I mean, people said to me, like I talked to a few people, you go look at the tarot card readings and all those kind of things. There's nothing wrong with what you do to try to get answers. But the thing is, I think the big thing for me is, and we have to understand this with twin flame, the big thing is they actually will open the forbidden door or Pandora's box into your deepest, darkest secrets and feelings. I know that. I know that now. That when I opened up Pandora's box and I actually went and fought the demons, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, mate, it's changed my life in a lot of ways. So that will. Yeah, it's taking the leap of faith, really, and trusting in the universe, trusting in yourself. How do you feel about that, Jack?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I almost feel like twin flame is a lot like an addiction. Their highs are high and the lows are low. But, I mean, that excitement waiting for it to get good again, I'm like almost like sit on my chair in anticipation, because I know how powerful it is when we're both in our energy. We're both kind of strong and trusting of each other. It was just so magical, and you're waiting, and you'll go through so much darkness to have that feeling again. And that's why I consider it like an addiction. I'm so addicted to that energy. You just don't feel it from any individual. Only your twin can bring out that passion.
I was going to ask you, did you, when you saw, I mean, for me with my twin flame, I saw it within her eyes. I saw it. Like we connected. I saw into her soul. And now that obviously we're separated too, just to let everyone know, me and my twin flame. But I saw within her eyes, I could see it. And that's I think that's what drove me insane, because I could see the potential. I could see this perfect relationship that I've always wanted. And then it all, crumbled.
That was the exact same way it was for me too. Like I told my husband, I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter what you looked at. Nobody had ever looked at me the way you did in that moment. We were halfway across the world when we met. It was just like a click, and I fell in love with the way you, in your eyes, I appeared in your eyes. That was who
Yes.
I want, or I wished I could be, but you saw that in me already, which nobody else had.
Yep.
So, I mean, it was that one instant look.
And you can get that, ladies and gentlemen.
Was it.
So,
like 12 years later, all hooked up on a look.
Yeah, exactly. And do you feel that, and do you feel like I do now, that is the look that, I mean, I think there's a question coming up which is very, very interesting, which actually I'll leave that till the question comes up, because there's one there that we'll talk about. All right, I'll go to the next one, Jack, if that's right. I'll leave. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on, just throw us a happy Easter, of course.
Yeah, don't feel like you have to wait for us to ask. If you have a question, put it in. And
throw it in, and we'll talk. And what we'll do is we'll cut straight off and go straight to you. So basically, the second one was, thanks guys for everything again. Great chat. Looking really good. Fair enough. Okay, now my question is: I have a very, very heavy heart, a rumbly tummy. Have I activated my chakras? Wow, here we go. That's a
Sorry,
big
what
one.
was the last part? How do you
have I? Okay, so heavy. I have a very heavy heart,
Mm-hmm.
a rumbly tummy. Have I activated my chakras?
Oh.
Ooh. Now I'll let you go. Then I've got my theory on it.
I would say yes. I mean, your sacral chakra is very connected to your passion and your desire. So meeting your twin flame could very well be a catalyst to activating your sacral chakra, which, you know, that for me, the rumbling in my tummy when I get butterflies, it's kind of the same feeling. It's like, I don't know, it's that gurgliness, the butterflyness. So I would say yes. Obviously without knowing that person's situation in general. But I mean, heart chakra, sacral chakra, two chakras that could very well be activated through the connection with the twin flame.
Fantastic. Okay, so my theory is absolutely, because the heart chakra would be broken. So we talk about heartbreak. Like I got told one day, you're depressed. I go, no, you're heartbroken. Two totally different things in my book.
Yeah.
There's similar feeling, but mate, if you're heartbroken, I mean, you put your heart on the line, it's been squashed. What do you expect? Mm-hmm. I mean, you take the I don't know if you've seen a show called Once Upon a Time, and they actually, you know, there's the Wicked Witch, or whatever her name was, the evil witch the evil queen in Once Upon a Time had all the hearts of Storybrooke, which is all the characters. So she had control of that, and then she would go and squeeze them. Think about it that way. Think about heartbreak like that.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I mean, when you got heartbreak, you've actually given your heart to somebody, okay? And you've trusted them, and they're squeezing it. Especially when it comes to a twin flame, when you're sort of working on the subconscious, where you sort of go and you are the person that actually trusts this connection. You give it to them, and they start squeezing it. So you go and watch Once Upon a Time, and that'll make total sense on what is going on with that one. Now, my quick one with the rumbly tummy, I'll be saying solar plexus, because it's ruled by the emotions. Mm-hmm. So absolutely, you'd be having a whirlwind of emotions, especially if the twin flame has activated that forbidden door, that Pandora's box that you got to open, that you've never wanted to open, and accept things that have happened to you to make you the way you are. So, look, balancing out. I do for me personally, I do a couple of meditations on the heart chakra and also the sacral chakra before I go to bed if I need to. So, if you do feel that way, that's a nice way to balance at night. I find, doing it at night, going to sleep with it, easy enough to balance it. I can't meditate during the day. It's just too much stuff happening.
Yeah. Well, and definitely meeting your twin it's going to be a catalyst for huge karmic changes. So our bodies or our spirit is trying to push us to that next level, and opening chakras is really part of that, especially like we said, the sacral and the heart chakra. Are the ones that
Yes.
stand out the most to me out of that. Yeah.
Do you feel that do you feel that the solar plexus for you, Jack, or what you said? You said
Yeah,
sacral.
my solar plexus were something, my inner power. I mean, that's something I'm still working on right now.
Okay.
But for me, I was really dissociated from my sacral. So I think I felt it the most for the sacral because I hadn't had those type of feelings before, or at least I was able to feel like, I don't know, maybe in those times I always felt like I was in control.
Yep.
I loved less than any of the other relationships I was in, so I always felt like I had that power. But
Yep.
I loved this guy more than I loved myself, so he stole that power away from me.
Oh.
So
Look,
it was, I
yeah.
mean, I really had to work to get that back because it's something I gave up willingly because it was so nice just to be taken care of for once.
Yeah, I get you. I'm in a different situation where I used to give my power to people that I thought, and mine was when we go through this twin flame journey, I think I had one soul, there was a soul mate or soul connection that I did. But it was really weird. Like I didn't give my power away to this one, but I did. Now I know that I had deep feelings for him. When I gave my power away, everything changed. Oh, and it's a juggle because you want to give that, as I said, you want to give that heart to someone, especially when it's a twin flame. You're sort of working subconsciously because you're talking from your heart here, especially being in the feminine, ladies and gentlemen. In my book, it's the feminine, and I think Jack is also in the feminine. But being a male, and obviously being a Cancer, I'm very in the emotion. So I gave my heart willingly, and when she said, 1, 2, and 3, I believed it. Yeah. That's giving you power away in some ways when you believe, but then on the other hand, you can say you trust as well. So you trust in what they say. You go, okay, we've got this same journey going, you should understand, or hopefully you understand that we're on the same journey, and hopefully you've got this heart, and hopefully you've said you've given me everything that I've ever wanted, and I believe it. Yeah. So but it is a roller coaster, as we said. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then your partner can feel the same way, but still not take the action required to, to learn the lessons or to step into that kind of divinity that there could be. So that's the challenge. It's two people who have to be really on the same page about how they're moving forward.
Absolutely.